I'm Andy Singleterry. I've been going to the river for about 9 years now. A couple years ago, I started an organization with some friends called Apostles' Feet. In Acts, there's a section where the church brings their goods to the apostles and put them at the apostles' feet, who then distribute it to people in need. And we're trying to sort of emulate that in the modern church. A lot of what Apostles' Feet does is coaching and training for church groups who want to figure out how to serve the poor and how to do that best. So one of the things we've been doing is something we call the Luke 14 parties. Luke 14 is where Jesus says to the group that he's having dinner with that when you give a banquet, you shouldn't invite your family and your well-to-do friends who can pay you back, but you should invite the poor and the needy who can't pay you back, can't sort of socially match you, and by doing that you will build treasure in heaven. So we've seen God work pretty amazingly, I would say, these last couple months in the Luke 14 parties. We have a game night one Friday of every month at the shelter. And we sort of use that to invite people the next night to our Luke 14 party. So a couple months ago, it just seemed like a game night, there wasn't a lot of that happening. And so I personally was worried that we weren't going to have very many people come, that it was just going to be our river friends and maybe 2 or 3 shelter friends. So we're praying beforehand. The worry again is, who's going to be here? Is it going to be enough? We get to the shelter and there's a huge group of people waiting for us that have been there, excited to come to church and share a meal with us. We ended up with 70 people from the shelter coming. So I feel like a lot of what we're doing is making real the doctrinal truth that we as a church are one, that we are in unity with each other. If anyone's interested in joining us, we'd love to hear from you, and I think you'd have a great time.